South Park joining the Panderverse.
Isn't it called Into the Panderverse?
It's joining the Panderverse.
I wouldn't mind doing that one first because it's fresher in my mind.
Okay.
And I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was spot on and fucking classic South Park.
It was good satire.
It was incredible.
Which, unfortunately, with good satire, there's people that misinterpret it, and there's a whole thing with that. But
well, when they're all standing outside of that the country club, and they're waiting for him to come out so they can, get him to do stuff for him. The two handymen.
Yes, because the handymen become the richest people because everybody can't do shit.
Yeah, we're in the era of people not being able to do shit. So the first thing you do is you pick up your phone.
You pick up your phone. You paying attention? And you call a handyman.
But
I don't give a shit about it.
But then they were like, "I'm going to space. Like, I'll fight you MMA style."
It's Elon Musk and Bezos.
It just blew my mind. Opened up, and is it Bill Gates?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's Bezos.
It's Zuckerberg and Musk are supposed to. Right.
Honestly, any of the tech bro
any
billionaires.
of them. Right.
Any of them.
Exactly. Fucking dildo.
They're all interchangeable.
Fuckheads. fucking dildos, dude. All this money and all they can think about is how fucking small their fucking dicks are, dude. Jesus.
I went to space.
But that was spot on, and then the whole Cartman Kathleen Kennedy thing.
Oh my god. Well,
put a fucking girl in it and make her fucking gay as fuck.
Make it more lame.
Make it lame.
And what's so funny about it is a lot of this is. What makes it so good is it attacks both because it shows it really shows is how silly all of this is and how it's just a constant cycle of bullshit.
Yes. And
the whole moral of this special is when you pander to every audience, you pander to no one because
oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's the whole moral of this episode.
The whole moral of the thing is that the sequel trilogy was fucking terrible, and if they're smart, they'll wipe it away.
And
they can't because those are the last times we'll see Harrison Ford and Princess Leia, you fucking douchebags. Way to waste that.
Which also, I don't really care that much, but whatever.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, but the sequel trilogy is enjoyable and I'll watch it. But I can't really enjoy it because I'm like, this could have been so
No, I agree.
It's fucking better.
I know, but what I'm trying to...
Anyway.
What I'm trying to get towards, which is, it does a great example of saying you can't just say everything's woke and everything is pandering,
shitty woke.
Because yes, there is. We've talked about it on the show.
The restaurant.
Everybody, shitty woke.
Shitty woke.
Everybody panders. It happens, and that's why it's so good at talking about both sides of this spectrum here, where it's on one hand, they do pander, but it isn't all this woke bullshit that they claim that it is. You know what I mean? Because woke it's been hijacked by these idiots. And it's just, and we've talked about it several times on the show, and it just becomes this catch-all. And again, I want you people to understand, your hero of this special, the character that you keep sharing on social media,
oh my god,
is the same character that dressed up as Hitler.
Yes,
is the same character that has cursed God multiple times, has done made a kid eat his own parents in a bowl of chili.
Did he not technically give Ben Affleck a hand job? Technically, right?
Yeah, with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah,
I mean, am I wrong about that?
Yeah, but my point is, if you think that Cartman
is something to look up to,
is nailing it and spot on, you clearly missed the fucking point.
Yes.
He has always been an antagonist on the show. He is the creators themselves have said he's like a tiny little Satan incarnate.
You know, the only part of Cartman during that there is a part of Cartman that these people should look up to, and that is at the end when he's like, "I'm sorry, I used so many C words." Kathleen Kennedy.
But that's the thing. They ignore
He apologizes.
That.
He apologizes.
They ignore that part of the special. That doesn't fill their need. They want to just share that part at the beginning when he's talking about how he's having this nightmare that,
which by the way is hilarious. There, because it's Cartman.
But he's having the nightmare
Right.
of the female characters that we've seen in the promotion and stuff that's in this parallel universe, and it's like, it's funny, but then they're sharing it for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
They don't get that Cartman is not supposed to be the good point of view.
Right. When that happens, it's hilarious, but not because of what they think it's hilarious. It's hilarious because it's Cartman, and it's just, it's just Cartman, and that's what you all sound like to the rest of us. Is a fucking fat little turd who fucking is whining about everything that's woke. By the way, let's get this out of the way. I don't know about you, but you're talking government, right? Government.
Will you just? Why do you keep saying government? Just go. You crazy person.
All I know is
government. Do you know about the government?
All I know is if you're one of those fucking anti-government idiots, which is fine, why would you want to be asleep? So being woke should be what you want to be, and also what you don't get, just like you don't seem to get that Antifa means anti-fascist. I don't know how that still has not escaped your fucking brains, but also woke is another way to say a decent human being. I'm a decent human being. I'm woke.
Yeah, well, who cares?
Just saying.
I mean, yeah, by their definition, I'm woke too.
Well, no. Oh.
Because I just don't care.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying, like, I know that they know Antifa means anti-fascist, but they can spin that shit to make old people afraid. And unfortunately, old people still vote.
What? That's all I have to say to that.
Wow.
I mean, you're right. But anyway, to bring it all back to that was just the fact of, like, hey, this character's never been a good character. Like, he's been racist and homophobic and anti-Semitic on that show several times. So to stop and think that you're putting this character up on a pedestal, just think about that. And then, forgetting at the end that the character actually apologizes.
We created each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the Panderstone.
What was that?
I love. This is what I love about their satire. What they're so good at it. They're so good at adding unrealistic, silly lore to their mythos.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Panderstone. And there's fair criticisms of Hollywood, of like the over-reliance on the multiverse stuff, and like that's the thing. There is good criticism of everything, of everyone in this. They hate everyone. That's always been their mantra, and that's.
Well, see, back in the day, like people forget that South Park started because they were these two film students who got a short, the Santa Claus versus Jesus, and it was started the South Park kids, and it got sent around the back rooms of Hollywood and stuff, and people were like, "Oh my God!" It was a Christmas card from somebody or something, some big wig or whatever. And Jerry Seinfeld wanted to be like, so many celebrities were like, "Let me do a voice of a show."
Maybe a dog.
They said a cow, I think, but George Clooney was a dog.
Yeah,
he was the gay dog.
Yeah.
But he was one of the few people who was like, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll be a dog."
Arf, arf. But it always makes me laugh that they do such a good job of satire that they don't realize, like, it's such a good critique on our current events, and that's what the show, for better or worse, has been good at. I mean, the show has had its misses.
Yeah,
I haven't liked every single episode of South Park, but
okay, we talked about a couple weeks ago, or maybe earlier this summer, when I went and saw Dial of Destiny, the episode where
we talked about it on the show,
right?
Yeah.
But at the time, I don't think I like laughed because it's not funny, but I appreciated the satire, I think, at the time, and looking at it now through the same lens or through different lens. Is not funny at all. In fact, it was really in poor taste. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's not. I wouldn't say that's why I stopped watching South Park. I think it's because I kept forgetting to tune in. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't have cable. Whatever.
I mean, the show's been around for 26 seasons.
Yeah,
so.
I think who knows? I don't know. But it's the taco that craps ice cream. I mean, that's a classic episode.
Well, and this is just a great example of when it hits, when they have a topic that they really dialed into, and that's what I think has been interesting about these specials, because it does give them a little bit more opportunity to.
I need to watch
try some different
Streaming
things.
Wars.
Yeah, because all of them are around an hour. They're like 45 minutes to an hour. So I think that works better for me as this is a self-contained. Like, that's fun. I thought the post-COVID thing was interesting and stuff like that, but it was nice to see like a one-off.
Yeah.
Just like, this is it. It's this simple thing. And I want to see. It's interesting because it almost reminds me of like a comic book format of like, here's this main series, but then here's like this random.
This is the annual.
Yeah, here's the annual. Yeah, exactly. And I think that should be interesting, and I want to see more shows do things like that. And
Marvel did
I think there are shows like that. I think it could work for multiple shows.
Yeah, Marvel did a really good job of back in the day. For a couple summers in a row, they tried to link all the annuals together. You know, because they would come out during the summer or whatever, and there was like Atlantis attacks, and that was kind of neat. But it was generally annuals. The stories in annuals are one-offs, and they're supposed to be. You know, there's a great Batman annual from back in the day where he finds a vampire down in Louisiana swamps. It's fucking great, man. That's how I learned how to survive in quicksand. Did you know that? I was like,
it was Jesse the Body.
I was
told you.
I was 10 or 11, and I was reading this Batman comic, and the vampire chick like kicks him in the quicksand, and he pretends like, oh, you know, and he right, but then later on, of course, Batman returns, and she's like, how did you do that? How did you do that? I saw you drown. And he's like, well, if you don't know better, all you got to do to stay alive in quicksand is don't struggle.
Just
keep your head. No, keep your head. If you keep your head and you do
but
slow, deliberate movements,
like George Bush.
What?
George W.
What?
Hey, it's me,
listen,
Batman.
listen. Sometimes
You gotta stay calm. In the
Sometimes
quicksand.
you have to stay calm in the quicksand. Otherwise, you get your teen or a coat taken away, and then you don't have any drugs for the party later on, and your brothers in the frat are gonna be like mad at you.
Mr. President, you're ready for the first
I used
pitch?
to own the Astros.
Are you ready for the first pitch, Mr. President?
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to own the Astros. Yeah.
All right. We're going back inside the home.
Thanks to Major League Baseball for getting me kicked out of Major League Baseball because I sucked at it.
We lost the plot. We gotta.
Where's get the Astros?
Yeah.
Get your ass to class.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
But no, A+. No, of course, dude. The fucking when he's falling through the portal, dude. That was classic Randy Marsh, dude. Oh my God.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
The
no,
Chiefs.
My favorite that part, but my favorite was when Bob Iger was explaining it to the kids. Like, there's almost an endless combination of pants and and shorts and shirts that can be. Oh, look, I'm wearing shorts now. But it's just such a Randy Marsh moment, you know. Like, oh no, oh Stan, Dad, are you okay? Oh yeah, Stan, I'm wearing a Baltimore Ravens T-shirt. Oh, I hate the Ravens. Oh, now it's the Miami Dolphins. Oh, now it's the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And we talked about off the air how much they are Broncos fans and everything, and how Randy Marsh is the prototypical Broncos fan that I know, that I've known in my life. Typical.
I like how they've made Randy's like this foil to the show
for
so long.
Yes,
and his subplot is
so
silly
fucking
because
great.
he's starting to realize, like, and what it always shows is whenever
college.
Yeah, whenever he tries to think he's better than someone, he realizes he's worse. Then he finds out he's fucking useless because he's like, Surrey, how do I? And he just keeps doing this.
I knew it was Kathleen Kennedy. I knew it wasn't us.
It's always it's her fault. It's only.
I knew it wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Well, and then,
But I mean,
but yes, the whole when they meet the fucking Kathleen Kennedys and they meet at the Panderstone, which the other Kathleen Kennedy is just Cartman in a wig.
Yeah.
Make it gay. Make it a woman.
Make it lame.
Yeah, but like that.
Where's my food? Well, when you said you wanted this, but you wanted it to put the chef to put a woman in it and make her gay, we didn't quite understand what you meant. That's why you don't have your food.
It's just, and again, it's such a good mocking of all that, and it's really good. It makes me laugh more just how these guys don't understand that it's making fun of them too.
Yes.
It just doesn't. Right over that.
Dude, the cops. The head cop was a woman cop with a mustache.
Well, I was thinking of the black woman that was Cartman that just wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3.
That was classic, and it's classic Cartman. Like, I'm gonna use your mom's credit card and all this other shit. Your mom is a dumb fat bitch, dude.
That's Cartman.
And we talked about the black butters.
Did you like the redesign?
Lou, you got some apples.
I legit kind of like the redesigns, to be honest. I think the character models actually look cool for the female versions.
Oh, the Kenny was cool. She reminded me of Sabine.
But I like how they constantly talk about that chick's tits.
Yes.
It's like, enough with
the tits. Look at Tammy Mullen's got some A+ knockers.
I just want everybody to know that.
The subplot about Kenny always
being horny and talking about the tits.
No, he kept telling Tammy Mullins that somebody was going to fart on her every day at school.
Oh, yeah, that was like a big plot line, too. I forgot about that.
So then check this shit out, dude. So he says, I promise I won't tell her that you're going to fart on her. But then the motherfucker does it anyway. You fucking love Tammy Mullins, dude. No, I don't. She's just got great knockers.
Yeah. Enough with the knockers, man.
And that's what makes this show really great too, and still great, is that they are still able to tap into that mindset of a child,
of a kid, yeah.
And only kids would be talking about stuff like that. And yes, kids talk like that. At least when I was growing up, it's really stupid, and it makes sense.
Well, some of the best episodes of the show are when they let the kids be kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the Lord of the Rings episode when they have to deliver the porno back to their parents.
The other one is what is it? It's not Magic. It's the online game. Where the
World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
That's a good episode.
That fucking episode is classic.
All right,
and they actually got to use the engine.
Yeah.
Blizzard, I think, let them use it or whatever. Okay.
Get your ass to Moss.
You know what we'd say to that episode, that special?
I'll eat your ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I might watch it again when I get home.
And then you're like, then you know what else we say?
Nice. Yeah.
And then you say,
yes!
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Show.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.